Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening and a Merry Christmas to you. I'm Connor James. A senior at Magoffin County High School was inspired to start helping people in her community. WYMT's Katie Cook talked with Keisha Collingsworth and learned more about an organization she started called Helping Hearts.
Keisha Collingsworth says her brother inspired her to see life from a different perspective.
He has Down syndrome, and he taught me a side of love and compassion that I've never known before.
Collingsworth took to helping the elderly in her community, starting a program called Helping Hearts.
It's not only just purchasing them something, it's being a friend to them.
And this Christmas season, with the help of a local biker club and her father's church, she was able to buy presents for those in a nearby nursing home.
I actually got to access their Christmas list, and I bought all of the residents everything on their Christmas list, not once but twice.
An experience, she says, was priceless.
And there was another lady that got a cheetah purse, and when she pulled it out, she just lit up. I mean, she was so excited, she cried.
Spreading the message that no matter how old you are,
I would have never imagined that my project would have came this far. It's incredible.
You are not too young to make a difference in your community. In Salyersville, Katie Cook, WYMT Mountain News.
Keisha wants to thank everyone who donated and allowed her to give Christmas presents to her local nursing home. Her goal is to be able to celebrate every holiday with the elderly people in her community.
Well, we saw a gorgeous and really warm day today, and we're going to continue to see a very nice those nice conditions as we go throughout the night. If you look over into downtown Whitesburg, you can see it's very nice and quiet and just calming down for the end of our Christmas. We are seeing a couple clouds in the sky, though. You can see that here on satellite and radar, and those clouds are going to continue to increase into our area as we go throughout the overnight hours. Temperatures, though, right now, very, very warm. We're seeing temperatures in the 40s and the 50s right now, so that's warm for this time of night, but we're going to start to see those drop quickly as we go throughout the next couple of hours here. But as we go into the rest of the week, we'll continue to see these warm and dry conditions for the next several days, but we'll see some soggy weather come back in as we start our weekend. Connor?
All right, thank you, Brooke. It was former Governor Matt Bevin's last day in office when he signed a $41 million emergency lease for a private prison here in Floyd County. That's what the Courier-Journal is reporting. Lawmakers learned of this Thursday. Bevin signed the 10-year contract with CoreCivic. Now, back in October, we told you about Bevin's announcement of reopening the prison over in the Wheelwright community. Now, Bevin claimed the prison would bring 200 state jobs. The lease bypassed the legislative committee in charge of approving those types of contracts. Well, Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter received a call from Kentucky State Police Tuesday night. They were called to an abandoned house where 23 animals were found malnourished. Once an emergency vet was called, some of those animals were taken to a hospital in critical condition. Now, this morning, these 2 hound dogs were taken to the Appalachian Animal Hospital. Dr. Gene, owner of the hospital, has been a vet there for 3 decades and says he has seen cases like this before.
They've not had any access to food for some time, or they've had very limited access, and they've just gradually lost down to where they're in critical condition.
Now, Kentucky State Police are still investigating this as they're trying to find the owners, and they're also trying to figure out where these animals are going to be placed. Well, a driver was injured following a fire truck crash in Knox County earlier today. Deputies with the Knox County Sheriff's Office tell us the crash happened around 2:30 p.m. on northbound Kentucky 11 in the Cannon community. Now, deputies believe the driver of the Richlands Fire Department truck left the roadway and flipped, coming to a rest on its top. Now, we don't know the driver's condition at this time, but we do know the driver was flown to UT Hospital over in Tennessee. Well, the B Squad had their 2nd annual community Christmas dinner today in Williamsburg. With the number of kids being served during their bed giveaway earlier this month, the group did not think the dinner was going to actually happen. A church teamed up with them, donating their time and food. The dinners is in honor is in honor of the founder, Sharon Bonham's grandmother, who lived to serve, and Christmas was her favorite day of the year.
I hope everybody that comes actually gets a part of her that we all love and share God's grace.
They also took some meals to the homeless population in Williamsburg. Altogether, more than 100 meals were given out. Well, coming up at 11, a Richmond man was on the receiving end of what could be called a Christmas miracle. We'll tell you how a trip to McDonald's completely turned his holiday season around. Coming up right after the break.
And soggy weather returns for your weekend, but how long will it last? I'll have that answer coming up.